Come with me for a week that has felt really grounding. A week where I leaned into the rhythms of our home, garden, the kitchen, our animals, and my body. I'm learning that a slow and sovereign lifestyle isn't loud. It's built steadily in the quiet, present moments of our everyday life. I'm lucky enough to have most mornings start barefoot in the garden with my basket in my hand, just taking what we need. Fruit off the trees, greens from the garden, and eggs still warm from our laying hens. Nothing fancy, nothing aesthetic, just real food grown with intention. Because there's something so grounding about growing, harvesting, and preparing your own meals and being able to nourish my family with food made from scratch and share homemade treats with our loved ones. This is what wealth feels like to me. Simple living, full hearts, and food grown with love. The most meaningful part for me is the kids being a part of it all. Hands in the soil, collecting eggs, and stirring the pot or kneading the dough right beside me. It not only makes cute moments for a video, but it's education, it's togetherness, it's a lasting wisdom of sovereignty. They're learning not only where the food comes from, but they learn patience, nutrition, intentional nourishment, and they appreciate the seasons and surroundings that hold our rhythm. This is a legacy of holistic wellness, not aesthetics, not trends, but skills, knowledge, rhythm, and responsibility. Not just feeding their stomachs, but fueling their mind, body, and soul no matter the season. This next part of our weekly rhythm is nurturing our animals. Caring for the horses, feeding our laying chooks, checking their water troughs, giving our 2 Doberman pups a run around, and making sure the queen of our house, our kitten Koki, always has her cozy, quiet little corner. It's not always glamorous and it's not always convenient, but it's real. The kids are learning that life outside of ourselves matters. They're learning responsibility not because I lecture them, but because these animals rely on them. They see that if we don't show up, the horses don't get fed. If I don't refill the water, the hens go without. There's no shortcut, no instant gratification, just compassion and care, and with that brings a sense of connection and grounding. Being around animals slows you down, it softens you, it pulls you out of your head and back into your body. And I've found that the horses teach us patience and presence, the chooks teach us rhythm and consistency, the dogs teach us loyalty and joy, even Princess Koki teaches us a lesson of boundaries and independence. This is soul nourishment, this is connection, and this is holistic wellness lived, not performed. Movement in our home doesn't always look the same, and I've learned it doesn't have to. Some days it's an intentional strength workout in the home gym, or on other days it's yard work, shoveling trailer loads of topsoil. It can also look like hauling animal feed and chasing horses back into their paddocks. My favourite days are the family beach swims and the long seaside walks with the dogs. And I'm slowly learning to unsubscribe to the outside noise of trends, aesthetics, and expectations. It's about nurturing our body, clearing our mind, and uplifting our spirit. The kids aren't always around for this, but when they are, they're observing, they're joining in, and copying what they see. And that's the point. I want them growing up knowing that movement isn't punishment, it's truly a privilege that they deserve. I want them to know that caring for your body is normal, that strength, stamina, and fresh air are all part of everyday life. Utilising what surrounds us, moving with the seasons, and showing up for ourselves to honour the body we've been given. This lifestyle, it's not about perfection, and it's not about escaping the world and its systems. It's about stripping it back to who we really are within, choosing to live in a rhythm with our surroundings, growing what we can, making what we can, and learning what we need to know to thrive. Not because it's trendy, but because it's freeing. We are building health now in our bodies, in our minds, and in our home. But we're also building something much deeper. Skills, resilience, resourcefulness, and connection. That's generational health, wealth, and happiness. Not something that's stored in systems and not something that's dependent on permission, but something deeply rooted in knowledge, land, seasons, and intuition. If everything changed tomorrow, we would still know how to feed ourselves, care for our animals, move our bodies, and support one another. That's sovereignty. And that's the legacy I want my children to inherit. Not just comfort, but capability.